Hello there guys, welcome to another YouTube video here on the channel. It's me, Northern Princess. Today we are down at Eccles Road, out West Brimey, and this is Guter Bahnhof's route from, which is the Breckland line from Norwich to Cambridge. And these racing stages, and this is the second stage of the release, and this is version 0.2. Oh my god, this is so wonderfully grimy. Like, even just this sign, I love it. Love it, love it. I'm fairly sure that is a new asset, that headset. Not saying they're twins, but they're twins. Brilliant, let's get in and video our things. So this is TS2020, one of my first videos with it actually. Oop. 75 starting, that might sell pull away. So we're going to Attleborough, which is 300 miles away, Wymondham, finally Norwich. This is honestly wonderful. I cannot stress enough. Grab and move. We don't really care about the train at the moment, we just care about the actual route itself. This is really beautifully done. Like, look at the amount of grass and just, there's no blankness. Although I think, am I missing assets? No, it's just flickering due to the way the lighting's done. But you look at it, it's with almost every other route in train sim that I've ever played around with. There's blank areas. You know, like right next to the track there's areas like this which, you know, are just a bit bland. But wow. That's alright, get moved away. I got a bit distracted. But this is really quite impressive. I know I'm shouting and raving about it, but it well and truly is, in my opinion. Well and truly is. Yeah, hopefully you guys are having a good day. Mine's not been too bad so far. I've been up 3 hours now. It's strange how you just feel it, how time just sort of disappears. But yeah, so I've actually done 2 videos today just thinking about it. You always forget how much you've done as well when you're like, you know, when you're not working and you're just sort of doing things. Oh yeah, that needs done, that needs done. I relaced to the bodices to go with my cosplayers. My Belle bodies and my Mary Poppins, and I finally figured out how to deal with, basically because they're ribbons and they're cut ribbon, so the end's always a bit scraggy, and it's really quite difficult to get something that's not weighted through a loop on a bodies. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, then yeah. But I put safety clips on, not safety clips, hair clips onto each of the ribbons and threaded it through that way, and it was just went through really, really fast. I was quite impressed actually. I did it good. I just, again, I know I'm ranting and raving about this, but I absolutely love how detailed everything looks. I mean, if you just slide back and you see, I've got the FOV set supremely wide at the moment. If we go to, you know, camera options, default, that's the default FOV. I prefer just the laid back view because it gives you so much more, and especially on some train you get the side view as well. Let's go for a small amount of Vigend? I don't even know how to pronounce that. We'll keep that on for today's video, see how we feel about it. How do you pronounce that? Vignette?
Vignette.
Vignette. There we go. So you learn a new thing every day. So I've always referred to it as that thing. The thing that puts the black stuff on the sides. A brief evocation description of counter episode, a small illustration. Which fades into the background of the definitive border. A bit of stutter. I have got the route maxed out for which unfortunately gives my PC some struggles. will recover soon. There we go. And just as it loads the next scenery tile, it struggles. I'm going to get a bit higher before we break down. But no, this is really well done. I mean, performance-wise, it's not that bad. It's just the stutters get a bit... Grab a quick screenshot. Yeah, okay, I need to brake a lot harder as well. Yeah, rip. I remember this as having a lot better... Oh no. I think we might just have this. "15 seconds late." Next up, Wymondham. 10 minutes. And then... I'm not sure if Attleborough was in the last version of this route. This area here looks familiar, but I'm just honestly not sure. But yeah, to give you an idea of the route, what we currently have, we have a loop there for no apparent reason, with some points. Pardon me. We have Eccles Road back there. Attleborough, sorry. Next up for us is Wymondham. Finally, we then just go from there straight forward and into Norwich. We go into Norwich number 3, which is already clear for us. Strange, isn't it? That's 200. They must drop the speed limit down massively before we get there. So if you look, it's 2.25 miles away, but it's saying it's going to take us 10 minutes to get there. I think we may be held for another train or something. Can't imagine. Are we going to be held? Is anything coming down the line towards us? Yep, that's what we're going to be held for. I assume at least. Yeah, this part of the route does look more familiar, but I'm just honestly not sure. But it is very nice. Unfortunately, due to the fact that there's so many telegraphs along the side, it does cause the game to struggle a bit because all of the polygons involved in this. But actually, it's not too bad thinking about it. Yeah, Good Van Hoff does some amazing work. He's been involved in... I forget the gentleman's name, but he's been involved in this. He's been involved in this. He's done the Moorgate extension. He's done some work for AP. Really quite an up-and-coming developer, in my opinion. Just this route's obviously taking a little while to be brought out, but we've got about we're halfway there now, which is good. So hopefully it'll be released in the not too distant future. But again, I really like it because at Spooner Row, you must stop there accordingly. Ooh. that's why it's been compressed down. So I've been driving everything appropriately. It's just what the game's been doing with regards to having a hidden command for that pickup at Spooner Row. I'll take a step 2. Yeah, that actually does quite a nice arrival. It's good that we actually get the ABS, because that signal we can't see it at all. It's a very small station here at Spooner Row. Actually, I think it was Spooner Row. So this is now track that was previously released. I'm honestly not sure anymore. Just ain't sure. See, I wasn't sure whether we had to stop and the guard would release the door, or whether we had to do it ourselves. But I'm assuming we have to do it ourselves. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I'm just texting with my housemates, and that's what the thing is. To use WhatsApp for the group chat. But yeah, I do like the 170s. And you know, they're 20-year-old units now, some of them, and you know, even now they're in quite hot demand. As soon as they're going off lease one place, another franchise is immediately snapping them up. Hopefully, they'll leave the cross-country franchise, because from what I've heard, there's just not enough capacity on those routes, and then they'll end up, you know, going to someone like Northern. Okay, we've got a dual amber aspect on the approach to Wymondham. Okay, it's a single amber aspect, so I'm just going to take power out. I think we'll be cleared into Wymondham itself, but what's that sign? X30. Wonder what that sign's for. Yeah, no, I absolutely love this. It's so beautifully detailed. Let's do that as well. The entire route we've driven for what, 13, 14 minutes now. All right, not the entire run, but still a substantial distance. And it's just wonderful. If you look at the trackside, it's not just an asset block like some developers do sometimes choose to deploy. It's actually sort of proper, well-placed scenery assets. Which, I've been doing this at Morpeth, and just to do sort of the Morpeth station area for vegetation took sort of like 20, 30 minutes, and that was after sort of getting an understanding of what I was doing. Nobody told me. No, Spiders approved. Good. I saw those, are they coaches? I think they might be. Yeah, they are, those Mark IIs. 2 Mark IIs and a Mark III by the looks of things. I saw those and I thought that was an R-line, and I was like, oh god, no. Yeah, Mark IIs and a Mark III. It shows how similar the coaches are to each other, I suppose. Let's have a look. Because, yeah, it's really the Mark IIs aren't that much different. Except they're a little bit... The roof slopes a bit sooner. And you got the underbody fairing on the Mark IIIs. Apart from that, they're pretty much identical coaches. You don't realise that when you look at them. But yeah, you can see the ancestry for sure. Okay, got another danger aspect on approach. That's the Mid-Norfolk Railway, off to the left there. I do believe that's where some of the flirts, we'll just call them flirts, are currently being stored. Let's get the speed down a bit. That's cool. Maybe build a scenario where you actually have to take a train to the Mid-Norfolk. Yeah, this reminds me of Acle station building. Is it Acle? Probably. It's probably it's probably one of the sort of the old station buildings. Go stop a little short. Yeah, we were a little bit late in there, but we should be able to recover that time quite well. By the time we depart, really, if they can shave 30 seconds off the turnaround time. Tab through Charlie Oscar 89. And we're going to quite aggressively just because we're running it a little slow again. So we've got another 10 miles to run. Yeah, I've driven this route previously. I can't remember Wymondham either. Weird. Sorry guys, you just couldn't hear that banging because the group chat's going mad trying to fix the Wi-Fi issue. Basically, we live in a massive house, and the Wi-Fi's at the very front of the house, the back of the house can't get it, so we went and bought a signal extender yesterday. Sorry guys, I don't want to mute my phone because I shouldn't be texting and driving, right? I wonder why the ballast is a different colour. I wouldn't doubt that it does that in the real world, but I just wonder why it is like that. So I absolutely love the turbos. Absolutely love turbo styles. I'm hoping that, yeah. Ooh, they're taking on. Yeah, I'm hoping that I completely, sorry, mind blank what I was talking about there. We'll continue. But yeah, I hope these do make it to other parts of the world in the not too distant future. At the moment, there's quite a strange sight. There's a Class 321 in Walthamstow because they've got no use for it further south on Heaton Depot, which is just really weird. Let's see if I can find a picture. Oh God, power off. Heaton Depot, day taken. I've got pictures of it actually on depot, but that's a picture of it moving. Let me just shook. That's it there, that's it coming through Chesterley Street's 5 Alpha 12. Wish I'd known about it, because it was too long ago for me to be able to get the information from real-time trains for it. Because if I had that, I'd love to build that as a scenario for going up the East Coast. I'm not sure of power, just to keep a bit of juice. Go do some. But yeah, I think there were units that were past their prime, shall we say? Because when they were, one of my friends took a trip on one and described it as a crime against humanity. So, yeah. We've got Norwich next. Yeah. And as well, you can tell this is a Bombardier unit because these switches here, which are really brilliantly low res. I never noticed the switches on the door actually, but on the door frame, sorry. But yeah, those switches, you get those in the Carrarias as well. This sort of whole front end design, this cab design. I'll do a video on the Class 460 hopefully in the not too distant future, and you'll see it's very similar to the 170. Just thinking about it. Similar but not the same, if that makes sense. Okay, at 5 miles, that'll be the Great Eastern crossing under now. Oh no, that's one of the motorways. Lol. That's 30. Sorry, it's in case the burps again. Got a notch 3 for a bit. miles out. But 4 miles in 10 minutes, so again I think I won't be held on the approaches. Obviously, when you're not actually, I've been playing Train Sim, well, not a lot recently, but I've been playing it more than I usually would, and not recording content because I just can't, I'm just not enjoying the whole making YouTube videos thing at the moment. But when I'm actually sort of spending time, just driving trains, you can see the mindset that train drivers get into because you're locking down the line. You're really just looking for anything that doesn't look quite like that. Span is approved. Nice scripting bit for you. I'll do a light break for that before we get a few seconds shaved off, give us a bit of a comfort zone. I'd suggest that there's something wrong with the timetabling because there's no way driving at the pace that we've been driving at would be accurate to within a second. That's the Great Eastern going over the top of us. That's the line from London to Norwich. And I'm hoping to do that as a run too. We've got the permission for the span, so that's fine. When we get past this, I'll probably change the timings a bit. Oh, no, it hasn't. Weird. Okay. I always hit tab on the next signal just because you never ever know what you're coming up against. Got a 40 limit to bear in mind. I'm going to brake quite late for that. Again, at the 170, I drive it a lot back when I'm playing by myself. Not much on YouTube videos. I don't know why. But actually one of my favourite runs I've done was I did Cardiff to Birmingham in a 170, and it was on XC route, but it was just such a beautifully relaxing run. I got a single amber aspects off full service because we need to get that speed slimmed off. Yeah, I think we're going to be held. Yep, we are. So I'm just going to full service it in. You can see we're now joining onto the overhead line section of line. Overhead line section of line, is that even English? Probably not. Yeah, we've got a red aspect still. I believe this is a aggregate siding on the right. Absolutely love the the pace of the clicking and all that. I love it. Love it. Love it, I do. Braking in step one, that's all I can do at this point. There we go. Stutter away. Let's just have a look. Back down this way. Is there a class 90? And here it comes. Mark 3's on. Let's stand at this on the road here. Let's just go for the drone shot. Let's stand inside the aggregate siding. Actually, that'd be a really good screenshot that coming past. Let's just get up here, a bit further forward. So it's just the DVT coming past. Here it comes. It's only doing 40 miles an hour, so yeah, that. But oh no, I do love the 90. It's one of the problems with Norwich Station. It's a single track approach. So that's the engine fans kicking in. Or is that the 90? Yeah, it should be just our engine fans. I'm gonna get myself on the pause. Matching liveries. F9 that as well. When you see me, or hear me talk about F9ing, it's NVIDIA screenshots instead of train sim ones, so they just look a bit nicer. There you go. And go some Mark 3s. Whilst we wait for him to get past, let's have a look on Climb Point. We've got some grey and white, a grey and white 90, a National Express, dark blue, 170, a Greater Anglia, oh god, that's another livery. Liveried 170, 90, anything in here? Nothing on these sheds. Oh, that's strange, but okay. No, 66. Got some Ex-Anglia Mark 2s. Oh, yes. 156, and it's the AP one. I'm just going to fast forward a bit of time, just until we get allocated a road, and then we'll head in. There we go. Oh god. That was terrifying. We were pulling in there like 120. Again, I absolutely love going over swing bridges and light bridges. But trains over bridges, oh, is there anything better? Okay, nice, and we've got the guide rail there and all sorts. There we go, that's the depot down there. That's Crown Point. We'll coaster in. We'll go coaster in. Something I didn't think of. It's like, oh crap, what if the next signal's not an Amber aspect? Yeah. Can you hear that bloody yinging from over here? Oh no, oh god, yinging moved. Yeah, we're probably a few seconds late then. Yeah, we are. Nothing we can do about that, unfortunately, but no, my thoughts on this route so far. Quite honestly, this is shaping up brilliantly. If you compare it to what's being sold on Steam at the moment, I don't really think it's a comparison, if I'm perfectly honest. It's brilliant. A bit quick, I'll just stop midway in, I guess. There we go. Welcome to Norwich, guys. So that is doing it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to see more from me on a semi-regular basis. And we'll see you in the next one. Until then, guys, bye for now.